Hey y'all, Nova here. Today I'll be going through the different gear presets in Escape from Tarkov Arena. I'll hopefully help you figure out what preset you want to run. It is very important that you choose one and stick with it, as you rank up you'll go against better players, and if you haven't stuck with a single class, then you can be at a great disadvantage if you go back and try to grind another class, which is definitely a huge design flaw in Escape from Tarkov Arena. However, we're not here to talk about its flaws right now, we're just trying to help you decide what class to play since you want to get right in. So, starting off, you have your ranked classes. These do not unlock anything, they're just classes you can use. I would highly suggest not running any of these classes as they do not unlock anything and you won't have any progression, and eventually that will screw you over in the long run. So getting on to our Assault class, we have Guard and Stargazer. So Guard has an SKS and it has decent ammo and a level 4 armor. Very strong class starting out. Stargazer, while this helmet's basically useless, and so is this armor, and the shotgun pretty much sucks. You do get flechette, so if you do go Stargazer, make sure that you put your shotgun on double action so that you get 2 shots instead of 1, and that should help you out a bunch. So, why would you ever choose Stargazer over Guard? Guard is a really strong class, and it goes into other strong classes as well. However, Stargazer, if you go all the way down, this is your tier 3 class, and it's pretty decent. You get a shotgun that has AP 20 ammo, so you'll be one-shotting most of the people in this game if you're getting those chest shots. Make sure you're aiming higher than you would expect. It just seems like the sight sort of aims lower than you would expect. Oh, something to note, these classes over here, if you run them, you don't get anything from running them because nothing is below them, so any XP you get while running them basically goes nowhere, so I'd highly suggest not running this class and only running ones that start going all the way down. So I chose to go down the Stargazer route, so I got the AP20, I'm currently grinding the G36, and then eventually all the way down at the bottom. The reason I chose this class is I want to unlock Brigadier. The Brigadier has an HK with some M995 and M855A1, so very good armor. I get a U-lock, tier 5 armor, and swordins. So that's the class I want to run. So, you can sort of choose your starting class based on the very bottom classes, which ones you think you'll be running in the long run. However, the Mutant is also another class that comes from the same starting class, Stargazer, and it is also a very strong class. You get the BP rounds in an MK47 and Mutant. However, I decided to not grind down that because I'm tired of using shotguns, and you have 2 more shotgun classes to run before you unlock it. So anyways, Stargazer, Guard. Guard is definitely the better one. I chose Stargazer even though it's a grind, and it's a class that sucks just compared to the other ones. I did it because I want to go down. So, continuing on, I would always choose your class based on what you want to unlock in the future. However, there definitely are stronger classes, and if you think you're not going to be like grinding this game that much like I am, then I'd highly suggest just having fun with this stronger starting classes. So going on to close quarters combat, this will be one of the strongest classes early game, and that will be Blackjack. And to get the Blackjack, we have Attic. So Attic, you get a tier 3 armor. Honestly, if you're in the game, I would just take this off every single round. And you have this AK that isn't even full auto. It sucks. Get through this, you'll be fine, and get through the Raider. It's actually a decent class. Again, I would take off this helmet and just run the TV-115, just to take it off so you can hear. You get a decent AK-74 UB with T ammo, but eventually, Blackjack is your golden goose. It is such a good class. You get a Kiver, you get a class 4 armor, you get 2 100-round mags full of RRLP, which the ammo absolutely sucks, but you have 100 rounds of it, so go for those face shots and you'll be just fine. Really strong class. I'd say if you are just trying to have fun, you're not going to grind arena long term, I'd highly suggest just going for Blackjack and just have the time of your life. As you can see, I actually did grind it a little bit. I decided eventually that I wanted to go down the Assault class path, but going down from Blackjack, you actually do have a really strong build. You get the AK-103, and eventually the class that a ton of people are actually going for right now is the Zenith class, because you get an Alton and you get a redut armor, so you are absolutely unkillable, especially to new players. It's actually pretty broken, and then you have BT rounds in your 60-round mags, so absolutely ridiculous class right here. Won't be able to hear anything, but will melt everyone, so really strong class. Another honorable mention, just continuing down from Zenith, Butcher I think would actually be a really strong late game class. I don't know how bad the recoil is going to be on this SA58, and you only have 2 50-round, I guess you have 1 30-round mag as well, but you get a RIS-T and a Hex Grid, and then the M62 ammo, so very strong class here, for sure. And then, you can keep going down, but anyways, going back to the start, otherwise you could go down the Market class, and, shotguns, if that's your thing, go for it. It's definitely not my favorite though, so I wouldn't suggest it. You could also go down the Papa Shaft class, and there's some pretty decent things here. This G36, the bromine class, is actually pretty good. Yeah, you get M856, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not great, but generally I'd say the left path is way better. Go for that M4. So I would start off with the Attic, and yeah. So next for the Scout, I honestly wouldn't suggest going down the Scout class unless you like play a very specific style, which is up in their face. Running past people, you're very lightly armored compared to other people. As you can see, it's basically all level 3 armors. So I would not suggest running either of these classes, but just so you know, it has an MP5 with the AP 6.3, so that can be pretty strong starting off for sure. And then also we got Plantain with the Keter, which this ammo is pretty good. This Keter I have seen deal, but honestly the issue is these guys have no armor, so they get absolutely shredded by everyone else. Finally, Marksman, this is going to be a very specific type of playstyle. If you want to like camp in the back and shoot people, you know, if they jump into your line of sight, stuff like that, you're not going to be rushing up on people very well until, actually the second class isn't too bad, but very, very strong base kit. You get the PCW SP and a nice silenced and scoped Viper Hunter to start out with. Extremely strong starting class. Would highly suggest running if you just want to have some fun. But really, where it really shines is once you get to Cowboy, you get an M1A. You can just, you know, hip fire this thing and you will absolutely shred through people. And continuing down, you could choose to go the VPO 209 path. This VPO is really strong as well. I've definitely been killed by multiple people using it. And then if we go one more tier down from there, this is actually, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen anyone use this class yet. But N62 ammo is pretty freaking strong, and it has a really nice sight on it. And then also you have M62 Tracer, which actually, yeah, that seems really good actually. So really strong class right there, except that you only have tier 4 armor and no helmet. And then, yeah, I haven't seen anyone run down the blacksmith line. That's really interesting actually. Doesn't seem too bad at all, because then you get an Ash 12 and then a VSS. Seems like a really strong line to go through. And finally you get an SVDS, yeah. So definitely a strong thing that you could go down. On the other hand, you could go down the M1A side, and then generally I haven't been seeing people go for Sentry. They're usually going for Echo, where you get the RFB and Swordens and the level 3 armor, and this RFB absolutely slaps people. It has the BCP, FMJ, but it doesn't matter too much. And then you get the SR25. I was getting wrecked by a player with this SR25. It has the M80 and it's scoped in and silenced, very strong. And then, you know, if you keep going down from here, eventually you will get to the G28 and then Mjolnir, or you could go for the VPO 136, which I'd assume has MAI AP rounds, so that would absolutely slap through people. And you know, or you could go for the SVDS, like we said. I would not suggest going down the right side. It's, you know, only sniper rifles, so I mean you can if you want, but all of the maps are very close quarters except for Sawmill, so I wouldn't suggest going down that path, honestly. So that is basically it. You could also run Rizzy if you need some money, but I wouldn't suggest it. And yeah, so Owl, very strong class. Scout, you can choose. This has the AP rounds, which is pretty strong. For the close quarters combat, try to get to Blackjack. Blackjack's really strong. If you're having trouble killing people like they're fully armored, go for the legs. This class will absolutely shred some legs. Let's see, what's the damage on those? Yeah, I mean the damage is really high. It's like 63 damage. So if you just go for the legs, you'll absolutely shred through people. And then finally with Assault, I went down the absolute this is cancer to grind. It sucks. The shotguns, I mean, not my playstyle, but now that I'm to Sector, the only thing with Sector is the sight fucking sucks, and so do the iron sights, but honestly, hip fire is really good. Really strong class, and I'm totally looking forward to the AUG. It should be awesome. It gets the M855A1, and then finally the HK after that. And then, or you could go down Guard and go down the left side fully, and you know, get all that stuff as well. So, anyways, I guess, yeah, you get the ABT at the very end, which is definitely very strong. So anyways, I hope y'all found this helpful. I didn't want to go through each class. I just sort of wanted to give you an overview, give you sort of a rough idea of what you might want to run. Very important. I wasted a ton of XP and grinding going down this path, and I didn't want that to happen to anyone else. So if you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that like button. I will have more content like this coming out in the future weeks, so if you want to catch it, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I hope y'all found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or anything like that. Good luck in your matches this week. I've been having a ton of fun with Escape from Tarkov Arena. whatever people say on Reddit or the Discord, there's been a lot of negativity. This game definitely has its flaws. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, not even close, but it is still a fun game. The gameplay feels great. I'm getting great frames. The desync's like there, but it's not awful. And, you know, there's a lot of negativity, but I'm having fun, and hopefully you can have fun too. Good luck to the people trying to get in. I thought I wasn't going to get in, and I eventually did. It really fucking sucks. Like, I know I was waiting like a full 2 days, and I was just like devastated because I wasn't in. So I feel you if you're not in. Good luck. But yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, y'all.